This episode of Truly Unruly is brought to you by Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, the only Black-owned comedy club in the Pacific Northwest. For more information on tickets, upcoming shows, open mics, and much more, head over to superfunnycomedyclub.com. And you can follow Nate Jackson on Instagram at Mr. Nate Jackson, on TikTok at Mr. Nate Jackson TikTok, and information on Nate Jackson's upcoming tour dates at natejacksoncomedy.com.
You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
Welcome to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel, and we got a special guest today joining us, actor, comedian. God, what else, Nate? What else do we describe you as? Everything?
Yeah, I'm a beautiful woman, a mother, a strong backbone of my family. I'm Jessica Trufant.
For the day?
For the day. What's up?
We got Nate Jackson joining us, of course, Marcus Trufant. Fellas, how you guys feeling?
Feeling great, Kel. Feeling great. How about yourself, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We took a poll on the Truly page, and we asked women, what do they want to ask men? Since I knew it was going to be us three this week, since Jessica is out. So we got some pretty interesting questions to answer. I'm going to just shoot them you guys' way, and you know, you guys are older than me and seem very more
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Just seasoned in life.
How old are you?
37.
Talking about something older than you. How old do you think I am? And real quick, you didn't let me answer how I'm doing right now.
How you doing, Nate?
I'm exhausted. This is very far, and I'm tired. I've been raising my strong black daughters all day long. No, but yeah, I'm tired, and you just really sound us like we're old men.
Okay, we're being old, though. Or older.
You're going to be a fantastic grandpa.
Hey, you think so?
I'm sure. But
I got young girls, though, so don't try to put grandpa on me too early.
you're going to be a papa. They're going to love you. But I don't want them to rush into anything.
Right,
But you're going to be a dope old man.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying, I say it from a standpoint of you guys are just wiser. You know what I'm saying?
So our answers should be follow as such.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm 39 years old. If you just talk to me like I was 57, like you need some
Are you not
uplifting
40?
advice. No.
I thought you were 40.
No.
Oh, I thought you was the same year as a Smurf.
I mean, I was much younger. I was the second youngest student in my whole class. Always coming up.
Okay. Well, yeah. And for some reason, I thought y'all was
It's just you look wise beyond your knees. That's good. Why? You a wise man. Like, what's wrong with that?
Man's called me old, bruh. What do women want to know?
All right, here. So
I'll tell them the young man's perspective.
So here's the first question. This lady asks, she goes, do guys really care about boobs and butt size?
What's her name?
We like to keep that confidential. We don't want to completely put them on blast.
True, but I want to know if the last name is Nowitzki or Jenkins. Culturally.
I don't have the answer to that.
Okay, well, I'll answer it for both kinds.
why should the answer differ is my question to you.
Because it sounds like a question somebody would ask if they don't have boobs and butt. If you had it, you would just walk around bestowed with that blessing upon you, and you understand that you have a responsibility with all that nectar that people can see physically from 40 yards away.
Right.
You caked up and caked out. You caked out on a Tuesday? You got responsibility.
Devil's advocate.
Okay.
Some people that are blessed, they are made to feel uncomfortable about that from a young age. Maybe they've had it early and none of their friends had it. So, looking and kind of gawking, they're uncomfortable with that. And that carries over with them into their older age. Some people.
No, you're definitely right. But I'm going off of new Western beauty standards, and everybody's going to buy the same curves that you're asking if people care about. There's a lot of women who are very slim, athletic. They may not be very curvy, but their face is stunning, and you see them, living their best life. All face everything.
Right.
Do you like the wisdom tooth thing?
As in they don't have one?
No, they got that wisdom tooth shaped body.
No, I don't like nobody built like no wisdom teeth. Okay? She's not very wise. If she built like a wisdom tooth, she should be wise enough to go run. And I'm fat. So I know anybody watching this is going to be like, I know you did not say, I don't want nobody built like no tooth.
What is the wisdom tooth shaped like?
It's your big teeth in the back.
I know, but is that like curve or you know?
It's this one, the chunky one. Okay, with the two little stems that stick up out of it. It's like a Lego.
So that's a bad thing if you shape like a wisdom tooth.
Well, it's like over accentuated, so like it looks kind of cartoonish, and some dudes like that.
I have a homeboy that would knock you over trying to get to a girl built like that, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't like women big bodies, little legs. That's just not my preference.
Right.
But it's all about preference. Like I don't want the person who asked the question to be like, well, what kind of answer was that? Because at the end of the day, just be healthy,
Right.
and be sane. And I think you have a shot to bond, to build something with any gentleman that's also healthy and sane. But do breasts and butts matter? To me, they matter.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus?
I think they matter a lot. And I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for nobody else, right? They matter. It's exciting. It's fun. And
It's loud.
I think the movement, I think, is what gets a gentleman like myself excited. I didn't mean to look at you when I was like a gentleman like
No, you
myself.
made eye contact with me and said you were excited.
I
And I'm comfortable in my masculinity, so go on and look on.
I'm just saying that, yeah, that's a thing. But for other guys, it's not. They like more slim and I don't want to say athletic because women that are blessed with the breast and butt, they can be athletic as well. But
True.
butt and breasts, I think are fun. I think they're cool.
Gotcha.
So the answer, I think, is yes,
Yes.
from me. Yes from...
A yes and a yes.
Yes and a yes.
So this other lady said, "Hi, Truly Unruly. Does it matter if a woman shaves down there or not? Does body hair bother you?"
Down where? Okay. Does it?
I think a lot of these questions for me and my background of not really opposing much when it comes to the opposite sex, like you don't have to come shiny and
So you a church.
huh?
You a church.
What does that mean?
You tell them, come as you are.
Ooh, I like that's all right there.
That's not a church.
Yeah.
Ladies, I need you to put
Yeah.
your tongue on the inside of your own cheek right now.
No,
As you watch this video, you feel how smooth that is? That's my preference.
yeah. Well,
No, I'm not looking for no woke Black Panther cooter.
have you had that?
Yeah. I almost died one time. I can't tell that story on here, but yes, almost died one time.
Really?
It was a lot, okay?
Too strong or like
It was hella hair, bro. You can't tell when the panties are on because the fabric's stronger than hairs. But when the panties came down, the hairs came out, and I was like, "What is going on? It should not be like this." And I don't care how you feel.
That's natural, bro.
It is natural.
Yeah, but there's hygiene. Like,
So is walking everywhere.
I mean, as long as you wash properly and you take care of it, I don't see anything.
I didn't say hygienically I had an issue with it. I have an issue with I want to see what's happening. Let me window shop before I go in there and buy. But that's all you. I mean, hey, whatever you like, is what you like. I don't want it to look like an actual cat. That's my preference.
Church, come as you are. Looks, men are, of course, we're very into the visual. I get that, but once you really get going and you're moving and grooving, it's not.
It don't matter no more, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay, what if she tells you to look in the nightstand and pass her a barrette?
Then I'll say how many.
She says 6.
Cool.
What's too much?
No such thing.
you gotta have a standard.
No, he said there's
Yeah, you gotta have a standard.
Like I said, I'm the wrong person to be like.
Really?
Because
You just,
when the old me, right?
Yeah.
You just, I would enjoy women in general, all smooth, smoothly shaped,
can discriminate.
hairy, and I mean, if you looked a certain way and we was vibing and it was that type of attraction,
yeah.
then hey, babe, that's all that matters.
Really?
Could be disgusting to some people.
No, I'm in the past.
Did it ever like? Did you ever care about what the vajayjay looked like? 'Cause I know some guys like visually, like if the vajayjay looks a certain way, they're not into it.
No.
Or did that didn't matter to you?
Now, on that we're even. I don't care.
Yeah.
If there's no, as long as we see it, it could be in whatever condition.
Right.
It can be Arby's. I'm with it.
Here's the thing. You ever go to a sandwich shop and order a sandwich and they ask for extra meat? Did you ever say no?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
I don't mind that at all. You're beautiful, ladies. I just want to see you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my preference. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If you're sitting there, Harry, right now, I don't want you looking down, feeling uncomfortable. You're still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not wild, or you have an evolution from being like, I don't care no more. But like, Marcus sound like if he go camping and Bigfoot rolls up, it's on. I just have a preference. That's all I'm saying.
Preference could be a slippery slope.
Right.
I have a preference. I have a style of woman that I'm attracted to.
Okay.
Right. And I guess there's a couple things that have to check the box. You know, I like curves, right? But if you are hairy and you're curvy and you're cute and you talk right and you're doing all this stuff, it's still cool to me. It ain't that big of a deal. I'm not going to turn you down.
I didn't say I was turning none of that down.
Well, how you said it is like, no, it's not cool. Okay, if you come with the bush and the barrettes and all that, it's not cool. I'm going to walk out the room.
Those are jokes. At the end of the day, the woman wants to be received the way when she presents herself, and when you present yourself, you're vulnerable. You want to be perceived the way. And I'm just telling you the best way to not be perceived like chores. For me to look at you and be like, yeah, I got to mow the lawn again. Like, I got to do the dishes again. Like, I want to look at it like, oh my God, all that's for me. Like it's an Emmy. Like wow. I don't want it to look like I surprised you. I was supposed to be there at 3 and showed up at 2 and you didn't have enough time to get ready. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Bougie.
What's your preference?
With the
You asked us. You're gonna come out here on awkward island too.
well, no, here's the
Wait on out with
no. Here's the thing: is I don't mind a little landing strip, like a little landing strip action, like that's cool. But like for me, like the big bush thing, for me, it's more of a hygiene thing. Like it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? But a little landing strip, perfect.
But not World War II Manila.
No.
Short landing strip, planes got to be pulled back on the handles as soon as it takes off type of vegetation. You just want a little landing strip, nice and clear.
That's it.
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
feel like we're disrespecting, though, to we like what we like, though. The brothers that came before us, though, and went through all this stuff back when the Bush was in and it was really going down in like the 70s and all that. So, you know,
I wasn't around in the 70s. So
that's irrelevant.
That's why he said he was around in the 70s. It was the 3rd of September, they said.
I'm just paying homage to like when it was free and it was going down. I kind of envy that, man. I look back, I like.
You miss free love?
As you watching, I don't miss it. I was born in 80, goddamn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Woodstock.
That just looked like it was like fun. It was going down. It was a time. They was having a great time. They wasn't worried about, let me make sure I got a landing strip and it's only,
Marcus about that jungle sex.
3 centimeters wide and long and all this stuff. The hair was just go. Come as you are and let's enjoy each other.
Okay.
And I think that is living. That's free. That's free living right there.
Yeah.
We got an interesting question from this lady. She had asked, how much does cellulite and stretch marks matter?
On me or on her?
On her.
How about that? Ladies, what's happening? Grab your boy. We both look 4 months pregnant. What's popping? Shout out to the big boys with stamina. Huh? No, I need some cellulite. I need a stretch mark. I need to feel like you're a grown woman. It don't got to look like you'd have been through hell and high water, but you've been through something. You got it on you. And again, I like curvy. You can't have curvy without being comfortable with some cellulite or a stretch mark. True. It just is what it is. She got positions that ain't no cellulite showing. She got positions where there's a lot. Either one I appreciate. I feel like as a man, if you have a preference of curvy, if you want breasts and butt and thighs come with that, tummy comes with that. Like this is what comes with that. Then you can't have one or the other. If you want yams, then there's also gonna be some sweet potato pie.
Why are we so focused on our shit that we don't like and being uncomfortable about it? If you can get to a position to where you or your lady, y'all really don't care about that and you really just there to enjoy each other, that's when it's really going down and you can go to another level. You know what I'm talking about? It takes time though. I get it.
I wholeheartedly agree. But I also think it's part of the growth of two people who are together to know what your person likes and doesn't like. You know if your girl's ticklish and if that she really doesn't like being tickled. Like
Right.
you're not in year 2 being like a coochie coochie coo. Like you already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know if she's like, I don't like feet, so keep your socks on. Or you're not gonna throw them in her lap during a Netflix movie. Like it's just certain preferences we have, and you learn that about your person.
Right.
No, I'm just saying I respect and appreciate the feminine body. All I'm saying is shave that thing. The rest, let's rock and roll.
So this next question, Nate, do you have any kids?
No.
Okay,
So
so
get out of there.
yeah, so this might be more questions for you, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus like to finish.
Why do men take so long in the bathroom? Are you hiding from your kids?
You talking about when we're using the bathroom?
Yeah, because I've done that. I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes, but my question back would be if the young lady was sitting here, why are you timing my time in the bathroom? And that's the problem, right? If they're clocking us or if they're watching the time, well, yeah, you've been in there for 3 minutes. It's time for you to get out to get back to the kids or do some type of work or do something that you don't want to do. We should be able to enjoy our bathroom time, our time away from the wife, from the kids, from the girlfriend, or just from responsibility, right? And we talk about this all the time about the double standard as far as, okay, it's tough from women. I would never say that it's an even playing field. It's tough from women, everything they go through with the kids, et cetera, et cetera. But men, we need our time too. We got feelings too.
Yeah, we got feelings too. I don't have children, but I'm in there too long. I know I'm in there too long. If you're one of the people that I send funny stuff to that I see online, know that every single one of those is coming from me sitting on the toilet. 3 days ago, I just installed a bidet. So now my restroom time is 3 times whatever it ever was. This thing is immaculate. I don't know how I ever lived a day of my life without a bidet. It's incredible. You just feel so clean while you're pooping. Like during your dirtiest moment, you feel clean. I have a whole remote, bro. I'd be holding it in my lap, like dryer, little water, little dryer, little water, little dryer. Like I just got it. Warm the seat up, cool the seat off, warm up the water, cool the water. Hey man, I'm in the bathroom.
I'm not gonna front. Waking up in the morning, sitting on a warm toilet seat.
The best thing ever. Yeah.
Or you could cool it for the summer. Don't nobody sitting down and be like, yeah, like a seat belt in the summer when you get in your car leaving the store. You're like, oh my God, that's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
No, you could cool it. You can warm it. You can pick the temperatures. It's immaculate.
Yeah.
And I got it off Amazon. It's Moen brand, M-O-E-N, and it took me maybe 20 minutes to install. My life has changed. I be in
You did it yourself.
the back. Yeah, all I did, I unscrewed 2 things, stick the new thing on, plug it into power, and plug in the water to it, and then to turn the valve on. And it was like, doo, 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 doo. I sat right on there. Let's see what it do.
I'm about to look that up right now.
75 videos went out to everybody. Everything funny. I be sending you stuff. Yeah, I'm pooping. I don't know what I'm getting. I'm not running from nobody. I'm not hiding from nobody. It's just, this is just, at a certain point, it's just a seat. It's a room in the house. I've already flushed the toilet. I'm not sitting on a commode full of doo-doo. I'm just sitting on it. It is what it is. Judge me, but I'm
Courtesy flap, not sitting on the toilet.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just sitting in funk.
I ain't gonna front. I be hiding. I be in that joint 45 minutes, hour. I hear my daughter, where's daddy? Where's daddy? And I'm like, shit.
You see the little feet running under the light under the door.
I just hear my daughter just pitter patter. Yeah. Last question was from a lady. She said, what is something that you wish women understood more about men?
I'll jump at that right away.
Yeah.
That we do have feelings too, that we are sensitive beings too, that while each gender has stressors and things that they're going through, there's a plight of the Black man that I need you to at least be in tune with, in touch with, that outside of our house, outside of the safe space of our dwelling, it's a thing.
Right.
I like to decompress and tell you what happened today and listen to what happened for you. And then we bond on that level with advice and 2 cents and what you should do. And really, that's crazy. Like, but I really be listening. I'm not just like, yeah, okay, whatever, the game's on. Like, I really am in tune with that conversation. And so I think I think it's pertinent for women to understand that we have the same urge to share We have the same urge. We go through the same range of emotions. We don't have a whoopee group of homegirls to talk to all day long. We don't have these outlets to do. And I'm not saying I'm an individual dealing with or carrying a whole bunch of trauma, but for the brothers that are out there with that on them, they don't have nowhere to put that.
Right.
And so, we're taught in this society, men ain't supposed to cry, men aren't supposed to shed it, men aren't supposed to, like, we're supposed to be rough, tough, and all that's fine. But to just understand that there's layers to us like onions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not always you go talk shit and then, babe, and I got to come in and clean it all up every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that is. For me, that's what I think. If women understood that about men, it'd be a good look.
I like it. I agree with a lot of that. All of that, as a matter of fact, Nate. My thing would be is that to understand, fully understand that we're different, right? Men and women see things differently. It could be looking at this plant and both at the same time and see it totally different, but be saying the same thing, right? So
Man's, woman's, Mars and Venus.
Right, yeah. So just try to understand that some of these conversations we're trying to say things and it may come out shitty, it may not come out right, but we're kind of saying the same thing, right? And I'm not even doing a good job at explaining this, but we're more alike than we think, especially when you're in a committed relationship. You have a lot of the same values, a lot of the same hopes and dreams and stuff like that, but you just kind of get there differently. So once we can start to understand that, a lot of those arguments and different things like that could come to an end, right?
I like how you put that. And really a good power team understands that there's a different approach for different situations. Sometimes you need to go in here with some rah. Sometimes you need to handle it with a little more strategy. Sometimes you need to handle it with a little more finesse. And that pillow talk or that dynamic where the two get it is strong. What else I would say in regards to directly answering the question of what would make it easier for women to know about men? All men? That the majority of us don't know what in the hell we doing. That they're actually the lead in the relationship. That most men, and y'all may disagree with this, but most men, we're finally we're in tune with our lady, and we're reacting to what she's reacting to, even on a finite level. We may jump out first, but it's based on an eyebrow went up. It's based on I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's based on that. Like they're in the lead. They're leading from the side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what I would say they need to understand, because a lot of women are like, no, lead me. You're the man. And it's like, this is a team. I am wired and ingrained and raised in a way where I'm sensitive to what you are care and concerned about.
Oh, because I have a question about that, Nate, because I hear that all the time of, the saying of like, women want to be led, right? But then I see, men that try to lead, but then the women reject the leading. Now, is that a case of, the woman does know better and she should be leading the situation?
That's complex because there's not one solid answer. Like, it's based on a mental evolution. Like, what level of thinking are you on? What level of relationship are you on?
Right.
What level of connection with your partner are you on to know, is this time for you to take the lead? Is this time for you not to take the lead? Marcus was accepting money from his in-laws, and she's kicking under the table. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I was oblivious. I had no clue.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't know what the hell we doing. What we are oblivious to, you can see. In other words, let's say the world is a full spectrum of colors, and men can only see red, yellow, and blue. And women can see oranges, purples, cyans. Together, we don't miss a color.
Right.
And that's what the understanding should be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that comes down to communication.
And not only that, some women can see all colors and have to acknowledge that we can't. But I'm still right for you. So how do you then say you don't see that? In a way where he can now recognize it, learn from it, and then not make the same mistakes twice and move forward, and or whatever it is. So there's a little bit of rambling to that, but as if you're an avid listener or a good listener, you can pick out what I'm saying, that there's different situations. There's I would say I've had girlfriends that were hard-headed as hell. I'm like, you are literally unbreakable. You're not listening to anything. right?
Right.
But how many I told you so's have to happen before they're like, I don't normally listen to people, but my man said, and he was right. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, and that comes with the growth. Like, there's grown women right now that are phenomenally ready for courtship. That you go back 10 years, they're at HD Hotspurs twerking in the corner next to the dartboards. They weren't ready. Right. So it comes with an evolution, and that's on both parts.
Right.
That's on both parts. So, I would just, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could learn, or if what would help you and learn about a man is that, you know, we are actually more malleable than it seems, than it appears. Yeah, that's what I would.
And we want help too. I'll say that. We may act like we don't, or we may try to be tough and all this stuff. We want help. Even if we're leading, we want help and we appreciate it.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's for everyone. I know there's the Andrew Tates out there that are like, I ain't been there for nobody. You either get with me or you don't. But that's an outlier. That's if you took most men, we're gonna be in a certain number. He's way out here as an extreme.
And if it's
polarizing,
I don't think that's reality.
Presented right, though, it's got to be presented right for some men, though, right? But I'm saying, for the most part, if you could get some assistance.
It's weird though, because there are a lot of dudes, and I've known those dudes that like they won't ask their woman for help because their pride just won't allow it. You know what I'm saying? And like I knew a dude, example, he told me the reason why he doesn't eat, I think I may have told this before. He said the reason why he doesn't eat pussy, this is a grown man. He doesn't eat pussy because he says he feels like that's giving a woman too much power. And the first thing I said to him was like, gee, who hurt you? I'm like, who fucking hurt you, dog? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And there's guys that think like that.
Who
like
got
in this
the
day and
power,
age.
though? If she, look at the flick of that tongue. Who's really a good?
You're the one that has the power. That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel very powerful when I'm getting chopped up. I'm like, take it.
But there's guys that really think like that.
Man, listen.
You know, it's wild.
You just don't know what you're doing.
It's mental.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to be like, oh, this is broad sleeping and this is every man. I am truly talking about me and what I think is relationship maturity. And, you know, that guy's wild to me. That's another extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. I agree.
You can be gung-ho. It's my way. It's the highway. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. And then, like, so then you need to find someone from some other culture that is like subservient in nature, because this isn't the one. Not Western living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These women are, you know, I'm independent. I can do it by myself. I'll have a man if I need to, if I want, but I don't need no man. And that's what it is.
These Western women, they're poisoned by Western capitalism. No. But no, I agree. Like, yeah, you're going to have to go find some like very, very subservient, like woman that in some far off corner of the world that you're not going to find here if you want some shit like that. But the thing is, it's like, who wants a chick like that? Like, I don't want a woman that is just, you know, oh, honey, like.
But I do sometimes, though. Sometimes I do. But that's what I'm saying. It's not all the way. Yes. And that's why, and that's what I'm saying. Women are going to know about a man, that you need to know those ebbs and those things. The same way, you know, when I'm hunting for it and you can reject me early on because you ain't feeling like it, the same way, like, is it time to be supportive of me? Is it time to affirm me? Is it time to, you know, knock my ego down a little bit and humble? Is it time to, is it a cheerleader time, or is it a time to just sit back and let me do? Is it like, and that's what if women want to know more about men, is to know that we're not just one way.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're not just one way.
Right.
We are a multitude of things in nature, and almost everyone is. And if you truly love your person, you're gonna figure out all those because no one's the same all the way through the day. Someone's happy in the morning, a little bit irritated when they're hungry. They're you know, a little slower and slouchier after they just ate, and you know what I mean? Like, I just paid a bill. I'm a little irritated. Like, and you're supposed to be with that and to flow with all those different emotions with your person and be willing to.
Right.
And it's the same. Just know we have different stressors and different things that, you know, that affect it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then there's different factors that affect it. One, what's the power structure in the current scenario, right? So you're Mr. Rah-Rah, she got to follow you everywhere, but now you got pulled over and the cop is the one that you both got to listen to. What's that structure like?
Right.
What about when a parent is present? Is he listening to her? Is he listening to his own mom? Is everyone listening to his dad? Who's the patriarch in the situation? who's the man of the house in every different scenario. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, you're sick. Now you need her to come bring you food and take care of you and look after who's running it out. Because she could be like, no, get it yourself. You're so tough. Now you just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's different scenarios where it all plays a factor in the role. Somebody breaks in your house and you're both sitting on the couch. Depending on the type of girl you got, she's like, babe, what we doing? Like, take the lead on freeing us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
For some people, they have to be quiet when they go into the bank with their girl. She got the bread. Right? Some people, it's the opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It should be a dance, though. It should be, I know that nothing is 50-50, but, it's 60-40 this day on this side, and then the other day it might be 60-40 on this side. And I know that's pretty much what you're saying, but it's always a dance. It should never be the same way. That's what I was saying. Men need help. Women need help. And a relationship is supposed to be,
ebb and a flow.
Yeah, you put everything into your partner, and your partner is supposed to put everything back into you. And if you do that on a consistent basis, you should be full and the relationship should work. Yeah, you're going to have some mistakes, but you learn from those mistakes and you grow.
Balance. At the end of the day, balance. Well, this was a good episode, guys. This was nice, man. And Nate, man, thank you for joining
I
us.
learned something, Nate.
You learned?
Yeah, man, I learned a lot.
I did too, man.
Hey, you pretty deep, bro.
Hey, man, I'm definitely not shallow. Thank you for having me.
For sure. Appreciate you, man. Truly Unruly, Marcus Trufant, Nate Jackson. Of course, you can follow the page Truly Unruly _podcast on IG, and you can listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform. Of course, if you want to catch the visual, just search Truly Unruly on YouTube. Catch us every Sunday on Converge. I think that's about it, yo. Word. All right. Till next time. Peace and much love.